I didn't know it was a gift. I wore it like a curse. I was selfish. I tried to make nights off, but I wanted you to suffer. Because I was suffering.
Shall we list all the ways we have wronged each other and why it will never be right between monsters?
I can't thank you.
September 8th, 1973. September 8th, 1973. It was 11:07 here. It would have been 9:07 in San Francisco. Ahmad called me. Were you there? Yeah. Did you hurt yourself? I was lost. I can't get it out of my mind. You have the same problem. She looked at me at the end like a child, looking to her father. But I was new.
Have you ever loved a film or a television show so much that, like, it hurts when the episode ends or the movie ends? Like, where you ache in between episodes? There have been brief moments here or there with some prestige TV over the past, 15 years, but I've not experienced that on a continuous, consistent basis since Lost. And if you know me, you know Lost is my favorite show. Golden Girls aside, that's a given. Lost has such a special place in my heart that I can't even begin, so I won't. I shan't. Interview with the Vampire seasons 1 and 2 have rekindled that feeling in me, that aching for 6 days for the next episode. I have so much that I want to say about this show, particularly the finale episode. The acting by the entire ensemble is god tier, okay? I want to see Emmys across the fucking board, bitch. I don't know what the showrunners were drinking, if they had a drop of Akasha's blood. I don't know. Not seen a film or television adaptation executed at such a high level, and that includes some of our other favorite TV shows that are on the air right now. It is stewardship of an existing mythology at its finest. It is reimagining and reinvigorating an existing canon at its finest. Final sequence between Sam Reed and Jacob Anderson, especially when they improvised that secret conversation amongst themselves in character, is some of the finest acting and some of just the most evocative, profound acting, but more specifically, it is some of the most, I could not have imagined a better execution and articulation of Anne Rice's work and Lestat and Louis' relationship than these two gentlemen have given us. This show could have gone so wrong in so many ways. And I just want to say thank you again to the actors and the showrunners for bringing this to life, because it's been such a gift. It's been a respite every Sunday night that so many of us look forward to and truly need. You also wouldn't know this about me unless you knew me, but I was and am obsessed with the Neil Jordan film adaptation from '94 of Interview with the Vampire, and it has done nothing short of inform who I am and what I've become interested in, what I've chosen to study. That movie is deeply important to me. And the more I watch the show, the more I appreciate the distillation, the editing that went into, again, distilling so much material into a 2-hour film adaptation, which is in itself a masterpiece. I will not be taking any comments on that. If you had told 11-year-old Melissa, who was obsessed with Claudia and Kirsten Dunst, that I would be watching Kirsten Dunst 20 years later, providing audiences with some of the most amazing performances, and that she would still be the love of my life, and that city of San Francisco would be the city I would one day live in or next to. If you had told me that for 13 years of my life I would get to walk past the very building that Louis and Daniel, Christian Slater, and Brad Pitt shoot the initial interview scenes in the film adaptation, if you would have told me that I would have gotten to look at that building every day for over a decade, it's since been remodeled into some affront to God. It is one of life's great synchronicities that the city that contains one of my favorite narratives is the city in which I now call home. I would love to do like a deep dive of, or like a book/film TV club, if y'all are interested, because I think it might be really good for my mental health, to reread the Vampire Chronicles, or at least start with Interview, and rewatch the show and the film as we go, and just an absolute love letter and just thank you note to Anne Rice, to Brad Pitt, to Tom Cruise even, to Kirsten Dunst, to Neil Jordan, to Elliot Goldenthal, whose brilliant score to the original film, to the Rolling Stones for, Sympathy for the Devil, changing my life when I was 12 years old, and to Sam Reed, Bailey Bass, Delaney Hales, Jacob Anderson, Daniel Bogosian, this is Assad Zanan, this is just thank you for providing just the world with much needed art. We are thirsty, pun intended, and just thank you.